Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for entering into the third year and final year of your diploma. By the end of this year, you will be having one certificate under your belt, that is, you will be diploma engineer. So, just one more year of hard work and you will get your desired results. So, first of all, congratulations to all and welcome to the third year. In this semester, I will be teaching you the subject estimating and costing. Subject code is 22503. See, first of all, we will see the examination scheme for this subject. Total marks and marks for passing. Theory paper will be of 70 marks. As you all know, you have given theory subjects exam for 70 marks. Just like the previous papers, you will also have 70 marks theory paper for this subject. The minimum marks will be 28. Unit test average 20 marks plus 10 marks for your micro project. So it will tally total marks of 30. No minimum passing marks are there for this individual segment. Then practicals, internal practical will be of 50 mark. You have to secure 20 marks for passing, and same external practical will be of 50 marks. In that examination also you have to secure 20 marks for passing. So total this subject will give you 200 marks. Moving on to the next slide, distribution of theory marks. Chapter wise distribution of theory marks will be given. Chapter number first is fundamentals of estimating and costing. It will be having 12 marks. Chapter number second will be approximate estimate, 6 marks. Third one is detailed estimate. See, third chapter is having maximum weightage out of your syllabus. It is having 28 marks. Fourth chapter will be rate analysis. It will have 12 marks. And last chapter will be estimate for civil engineering works. It will have 12 marks. So total 70 marks will be there. So we need to concentrate more and more on third chapter, that is detailed estimate. See, this subject is you can say this subject will be a benchmark in your life, because almost 50 to 60% knowledge in your civil engineering career will be based on this subject and mainly on this chapter. So I would like to request you all to give maximum concentration on third chapter. Moving on to the next slide, we have course outcomes. Course outcomes means by the end of this semester you will get the following knowledge. See, first one is select the modes of measurements for different items of works. Modes of measurements means in what manner you measure the particular item of work. Like if you are measuring the excavation for a building, so you will measure it in 3 lengths, like length, breadth and height. So the measurement will be in meter cube. If you are measuring an area of a land, it will be just L into B. So the unit for measurement of land will be meter square. Or simply if you are just measuring a length of a line, like you have already done this in survey practicals or survey subject. If you measure the line, the simply unit comes in meter, centimeter, or if you are measuring the length of a highway, it can come in kilometer or meters. So just like that, there are different modes of measurements for different item of work. Next outcome is prepare approximate estimate of civil engineering works. You will learn to estimate approximately, means this is one of the types of estimate, approximate estimate. So you will learn this type of estimate also, and you can call it as a rough estimate also. Then third outcome is prepare detailed estimate of civil engineering works. You can say the basic difference between approximate and a detailed estimate is, approximate estimate is what you can calculate in few steps. For detailed estimate, you need to calculate each and every item of work in a different category and then add it, and you can get the total detailed estimate of the particular structure. For approximate estimate, you don't need to do the big calculations, but for preparing detailed estimate, you need to calculate each and every step. So detailed estimate, of course, it will be lengthy. That is the reason detailed estimate chapter has more weightage than other chapters in this subject. Okay. Then the next outcome is justify the rate for given items of work using rate analysis techniques. Rate analysis techniques are nothing but the next step after you do the estimate. Once you conclude with the detailed estimate, you just need to multiply the quantities you have worked by rate of that particular item, so that you will get the cost of the structure. Suppose you have calculated the quantity for PCC work, and you have calculated that you need 10 numbers of cement, but if you don't know the rate of one cement bag, then you will not be able to calculate the detailed estimate of that particular PCC work, because if you don't know the rate, then you will not get the exact information or exact idea that how much it will cost to you. That is the reason quantity must be multiplied by the rate of that particular item, so that you will get the total cost of that item. And next outcome is use relevant software for estimating the quantities and cost of items of works. So there are many softwares nowadays companies are using in the industrial sector. You can say there are many softwares that are being used right now for calculating the quantities. In this subject, you will get the rough ideas about those software, like which software works for which item quantity, and how you can use the softwares at present. Means you don't need to buy those softwares right now in this semester. You can also calculate the quantities in Excel also. So you just need to concentrate on detailed estimate on pen and paper method. You will need one calculator and a measurement sheet. Those are the various factors that can be discussed in the next PPT I will be giving to you. But as of now, I can say you just concentrate on having the just one calculator, one pen, and one 200 pages notebook. That is more than enough. You don't need to buy PC or software for this. If you are able to listen to this PPT on your mobile, that is more than enough. And consider yourself as a lucky one, because most of the students don't get these facilities but if you are able to listening me by means of this PPT method, so you are lucky also. And one thing I would like to request you, that estimating costing is a subject, if you learn and practice it more perfectly, this is one of the subject which will give you more and more marks. I have one example. When I was teaching this subject in G scheme, that is a previous scheme, you all are enrolled in I scheme. Before this MSBT was continuing their G scheme. So the topper was of 96 marks. So you can think that how much beneficial this subject is in terms of marks. So if you practice it more and more, you will be having good marks at the end of your semester. The teaching scheme I told you, I explained you in the previous slide, is considered as the teaching scheme before corona or COVID-19. So there is a possibility that teaching scheme will be changed, but as of now you just have to think for 200 marks, 100 marks for theory and 100 for practical. So in the next PPT I will start on the first chapter without wasting the time, and I want you all to have the conversation with me, so you will not have any doubt at the end of this video. I want you to communicate me, even if you call me after 5 am till 10-11 pm. The lockdown is going on, usually we sleep at 11, 12, 1 am. So if I am awake, I will surely solve your doubts. I just want you to ask me the doubt, so you don't sleep with the doubt at the night. I want you to clear it in the day itself, and I am sure all students will get good marks. So thank you for listening this short PPT on introduction part. In the next lecture I will start with the first chapter without wasting in so much time, and I request you all that you should buy a Nirali publication textbook of estimating and costing. If you have that, it is more than enough for your this semester. If you want some more books, then you can purchase it. The reference book you can purchase, or simply you can have it from our library section once the college starts. If you want reference books, I will give you names. Just message me, I will give you name or link from the Flipkart or Amazon if it is available on that sites. So I would like to thank you all for listening this, and in the next PPT we will start our first chapter. Okay, see you soon. Thank you for listening.